Hey guys, what's up? This is Helsing920 and it's time for another reaction and review. And tonight's reaction and review comes from a studio that is very colorfully named, folks. This here's a film from a company called Toe Tag Pictures. This is actually a film that a lot of people have requested, and well, I'm finally getting around to doing it. The film is called August Underground's Mordum. The only thing I've been told about this film is that it's a simulated snuff film. Oh, fun! And I'm actually looking here at a little bit of information on the film. I find it kind of funny that the film has a cast of 5 people, has 5 writers, and has 5 directors. Yeah, folks, it's basically just 5 people dicking around with a camera, I'm going to assume. So, we are now about to find out if this film was actually any good. Honest to God, folks, like, unlike previous films, a lot of people have just said, "Oh, dude, man, you have to do this one." So, I'm doing it. So without further ado, it's time to kick off August Underground's Mordum. Wow. Okay, it is now official. This film had 0 script going in. Either that, or else the 5 writers who worked on this thing have a vocabulary of about 3 words, and their favorite one is fuck. Oh, fun. Just listen to that crap. How colorful. Okay. So, now she's cutting herself with what looks to be a piece of glass. I do have to say, these actually are some rather interesting effects here. This actually does look a little bit realistic. I am going to have to give them credit, there. Now that actually would have been a little bit more effective. If we actually would have seen him actually hitting him in the head with a hammer instead of his body, blocking it. But then again, this also is a low-budget flick, so I really shouldn't be expecting much. Wow. So far the nastiest thing in this movie so far is what looks to be a plate of moldy food. Actually, it's sort of hard to tell, though, because, well, the camera is real fuzzy. Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead and put the camera right friggin' next to it. I'm now getting a close-up of nasty-ass food, and I cannot see the body that they are about to hack up. Guys, you would almost think that a simulated snuff film would actually be entertaining, but so far, no. This thing kinda sucks. And that is yet another film I can tack on to the list of films where genitals are lopped off somehow. Except this time the guy was forced to cut off his own dick. This is definitely a magical film, my friends. Okay, I really do not believe that this is an actual video store, because even though the camera's moving a whole lot, I'm making out a whole lot of trauma posters. I don't know a single video store that actually has giant trauma banners up somewhere. However, I actually do have to give props to the filmmakers for actually promoting trauma, so that's always awesome. So they couldn't be asked to go for a second take. Because we have our 2 victims here and they're laughing. Come on, guys. Is it really that hard to ask that you just do another one of your little lame-ass jump cuts and try to do this one again? God damn. Okay, so for the last 5 minutes now, it has been nothing but screaming and vomiting. This film, this thing honestly is not even a film. This is just shit. Okay. They are now up to torturing our 2 victims. And the one who was laughing before is still smiling every so often. Come on, guys. I mean, I seriously am not asking for much. I just don't want to see my victims grinning as they're being tortured. You know, guys, nothing says sexy like whipping it out and fucking a friggin' knife wound. Yeah, that's just awesome. What the hell is wrong with this goddamn movie? When I was told that this was a simulated snuff film, I personally thought it was going to be just nothing but, like, violence from start to finish. But now it's been a couple of minutes. There's nothing happening here. It's just them. It's just them like fucking around, and it's just leaving. It's just leaving the camera running. There really is nothing to talk about here. Oh, now we have concert footage. This band sounds like shit. And now we just saw how you get a nose piercing in a simulated snuff film. Yeah, when I happen to think snuff films, I think piercings. I'm going to assume that what we're supposed to be seeing here are a bunch of rotting corpses. It would be nice if somebody had more than just a couple of really cheap flashlights to show us. It's actually sort of funny. Like this, like this whole shot is this guy like talking to his next victim. I am so disinterested that I'm trying to figure out exactly what the hell it says on the poster in the background. That is really a bad sign, guys. Boy, guys, we get to watch somebody doing accounting. And an extreme close-up of some dude eating a donut. Yeah. This film really does have everything. Wow. This is probably the most stationary shot in the entire movie. And of course that dialogue is still just fantastic. Wait a minute. Is it over? Is it finally over? I'm just seeing nothing but static now, and there's still about oh my God, credits. Thank you, Jesus, credits. Okay. I believe now it's time for me to shut this crap off. Oh my. Where to even begin? First of all, I will say this. August Underground's Mordum, this thing was quite possibly the worst movie I have ever had the displeasure of watching. I swear to God, guys. Kick-Ass at least had moderately decent acting, had halfway decent lighting. You know, this thing had nothing. The only thing which this movie had going for it were occasionally decent gore effects. And even those were few and far between. A whole lot of the effects were complete crap. And the fact that the writing, and I'm going to use that term very, very loosely, since there actually were writers credited, it just seems almost like the kind of script that these five pinheads would have taken and scribbled on toilet paper in shit. There is nothing here. There is no quality. There is no redeeming quality at all. I'm going to say this, guys, right now. I absolutely adore gore films, and I love exploitation films, and I even sat through Three Guys, One Hammer, which is an actual snuff film. All of those are more entertaining than what I just watched. What I just watched was complete and utter dog shit. 80 minutes of nothing but crap. This is, I swear to God, this is by far the worst thing I have ever seen. Nothing is ever going to top this. I swear to God. Nothing will ever top how horrible this movie was. There also was, supposedly, a frickin' editor on this. And there was at least a half an hour's worth of filler that could have easily been cut and made this movie at least a little bit more enjoyable. But unfortunately, we are stuck with what is here. And if anyone ever gives you guys the option to actually go out and watch this thing, don't. Just don't. There is no way you're ever going to get back that time. I mean, I'm going to say this, guys, right now. You would be better off going out and watching Kick-Assia. I never thought I would say that. I seriously thought that Kick-Assia was the worst thing I would ever see. But this thing topped it. This thing found a way to actually outshit a cinematic turd. And that is just mind-blowing. The acting was horrible. The lighting was shit. There was nothing good about this. And the worst part is, guys, this camera that I have right now is a couple of years old. Alright? And you guys can see that it has really good like picture quality. The camera used for this movie, which I should mention, was made in 2003. Or at least was released in 2003. Has such a grainy picture, it looks almost like it was filmed with a camera from 1992. With just really grainy, really horrible, really choppy video quality. It just, oh my God. I'm happy that I'm done with this thing. I'm happy I'm finished with this movie. Because now I never have to go back and watch it again. And I never will. In fact, it is a rather fair assessment that after witnessing this, after suffering through this garbage, I don't think I'm going to be wasting my time with anything else from Toe Tag Pictures anytime soon. Okay? Somebody out there would have to pay me a ton of money to even consider doing anything else from this studio. This thing is not a film. This thing is a torture test. And I survived. So yeah, everybody over at Toe Tag Pictures can go fuck themselves. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I'll see you all in the near future. Peace.